Please welcome Ed Olin, DC.
How's everybody doing? That's a great sign. So, I was walking around in the dog food aisle in the grocery store a couple days ago, and I was reading the labels, and I got really hungry. Prime rib, chicken and gravy, lamb and rice. Here's the problem with that. I have seen my dog eat cat shit. Oh. And here's the other problem with that. Oh, sorry. It's expensive. So I went home and I went on Amazon to try and save some money. And when I went on Amazon, I noticed people were rating the dog food. Do you guys want to hear some reviews? Okay, here's 5 stars from Cuckoo. Tastes exactly like Dinty Moore beef stew. Yeah, I'm sure the people at Dinty Moore are stoked about that one. Here's one, 3 stars from Scott. Quote, titled Cruelty in a Can. Fed this to my dog and she became extremely sick. We're currently on can 3 of 12. And last but not least, a 1-star review from Gary, which, by the way, this crushed a perfect 5-star run from Purina Beneful. And Gary says, cats didn't like it. Gary, we're rating dog food here. I wouldn't be surprised if Gary's other 1-star rating was about a lawnmower he bought and it says, tears carpet when vacuuming. Thank you. I like to quit things. I quit going to Taekwondo class because I didn't like driving in rush hour traffic to get there. League bowling because I wanted a girlfriend. Doing shots because I wanted to keep a girlfriend. And about a year ago, I quit a part-time job because I got a new boss. And he was 20 years old. And he bragged about his online management degree from the University of Phoenix. And his name was Cody. I did not see good things happening there. But now I work in the airline industry, in customer service, and I get random drug tested. No. I'm all about drug testing the pilots and the maintenance people. But customer service? We have to accommodate the general public throughout the entire course of the day, and they're needy. And I'm talking hundreds of them. Here's a few examples of what I've dealt with. I had one guy tell me that his shoulder was sore and he needed to sit in first class. And I told him no. And then he pulled out a doctor's note. And I said no again. And then he said, what's the big deal? What's the big deal? When is a doctor's note considered currency? So what I told him was, take the doctor's note, go to the gift shop, and ask them for 4 $100 bills and change. And then I had a blind person demand a window seat. I was hoping you guys would laugh at that. Because I didn't understand that they prefer the window seat so they don't have to keep getting up throughout the flight to let someone use the bathroom. I did not know that. And last but not least, there was a time on a late night flight, it was delayed until 1 in the morning. And we pushed the plane back after a 2-hour delay. And people were starting to sleep on the plane. And someone who was drunk yelled, "Shots for everybody!" And he was sitting in the last row by the flight attendant. So the flight attendant calls the pilot calls us in operations and says, "I might need to bring this plane back." And 4 minutes later, he sends another message. "Please meet us at the gate with the cleaners and the law enforcement." Now, I don't know, and I highly doubt this captain ever was into fetishes, because here's the message he sent to us in operations. The person is intoxicated and has just tossed the flight attendant's salad. You still think we should be drug tested? I don't know. You guys have been great. Have a great night.